Well, good afternoon, anybody who might be inclined to watch this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Charlie Lutz. I am a former member of the 2nd 3rd Battalion Royal Canadian Regiment and presently a member of the Royal Canadian Regiment Association. I'm very proudly so. Many people have told me over the years they really appreciate the way I write, honesty, and integrity I can put into anything that I try to write. I write from my heart. I have no fear of exposing my emotions, whether they be good or bad. I do this for a number of reasons, which is what this little video is going to be about. 3 months ago, a little over that, unbeknownst to a lot of people, because it comes from the old school where you keep your mouth shut and you don't complain, I was at a point in my life where my doctor said I had to retire. And for the first time, I took his advice. 5 years before that, he asked me to retire because of injuries I sustained while I was in the Army. And because of the fact I have PTSD, not from battle, but I have PTSD, some of it from my military experiences. I knew it was going to be rough, but I never knew how rough it was going to be. I ended up with my bags packed on my bicycle, headed for the woods, because I had tried to get help over and over again from the VAC and various organizations, and they told me they would help me, but as it turned out, they gave lip service. They might help some people, but in my case, I've had 3 claims outright refused already. They said I have no entitlement to it. I have a couple more claims that I said today are likely going to be turned down too, because it seems the bottom line to these guys is say no and make you fight for it, just like you had to when you're in the Army. You had to fight to get ahead, you had to fight to be a man, you had to fight to gain your self-respect amongst the troops and be a man among men. It's all about aggressiveness, and now today I'm looking at the VAC and thinking, even aggressiveness don't work. They're pros at dodging bullets and throwing up smoke screens and that sort of thing. Those of you who are vets and have dealt with them, you know what I'm talking about, so I won't go further with that. This video today is a video of appreciation to Jim Lowther and VETS Canada, ground support for veterans. These guys go out on the street, or they get requests by word of mouth, telephone call, whatever, that a vet is in trouble, or even a serving soldier for that fact. And when I say these guys walk the talk, they move mountain and earth to help you out. They never turn their back on you, and even aftercare, they check on you to make sure that everything is going right. They just don't grab the glory and then run. They don't believe in battle or honor. They believe in winning wars, and we all know wars can't be won in one battle, which is why I'm making this video, and I'm making it personally as opposed to writing it down like I usually do. I'm not a public speaker by any, small example of the mind. I'm not very effective because I have a short temper, and a lot of times when I'm talking about things I'm very passionate about, I get very excited. Today I want to talk about my appreciation. Behind me you see a beautiful fountain back here, beautiful place. I'm at a friend's place, a very good friend's place, and we've been hanging out and talking about our service in the military and talking about my situation and my PTSD and how I've got so little help across the board. I talked to Jim Lowther a little while ago, and he's on his back in bed with a sore back, which he and I are cut into the same cloth. We try to help people, and then we're sick for a while, and then when we get on our feet, we try again, and we try again. Jim is trying to do something very big. Bigger than me, it's bigger than the people out there, it's bigger than our government. Our government is not listening to us. It's simple as that. And I don't believe in living in the problem, I believe in living in the solution. And if you could see what's happening across this country to I and my fellow brothers and sisters in arms, you wouldn't believe it. We're helping each other. We're not relying on the government, because if we rely on the government, we're in big trouble. I'm here in Edmonton, and Jim helped me all the way from Halifax. He sent a team to help me out, and although my health has gotten considerably worse since I first started all this, and I'm sick today, I feel it's my duty to do my best to help Jim and to pay it forward. Jim has a property in Halifax he wants to buy for homeless veterans. The price of the property is $100,000, and of course he's getting that at a bargain basement deal. In this facility is going to be, if you may, a one-stop shop for veterans in crisis, with medical staff, psychological help, food. Basically, instead of guys like me having to go out in the woods in the Halifax area, these guys will have some place to turn when everybody else turns their back on them. Jim is trying to raise $100,000, and so far he's not having much luck. And I find that hard to believe, because every time I see click like on the computer for a VETS program or a VETS issue or a soldier's issue, I think to myself, as I watch the thousands of clicks go by daily, weekly, monthly, yearly since I've been on the internet, here's a chance for all of us to be involved, to make change, to help a brother or a sister in need. This is a real bona fide chance to help, and believe me, every cent of the money is going to go towards the cause. None is going to go to flying around, dinners, parties. Everything is going to go towards the procurement of this property in this building. This is my initial video, and I'm going to open up a bank account. I'm going to ask for donations, and you don't have to worry, it's going to be a secure bank account. VETS Canada will have access to it. I won't have access to it. I'm going to make sure that's the way it is. If anybody wants more information, if they can find us some corporate sponsors and corporate help, see Jim Lowther at VETS Canada. He's on my friends list, and on my profile you'll see a sign that says VETS. Click on it and it'll take you to the site. I hope that some of you out there will take the time to look at this video, share it, click like so I know that people are paying attention, because if you just look at things, you don't click like or dislike or make a comment or something, then you're really not taking a part in the solution. You're living in the problem. I realize everybody out there has a life. I realize things keep you away from being an active supporter in the many organizations that you'd like to be involved in. I hold that against nobody. But I just want to say this one thing. Please help us get this building built, and help us help each other. Brothers helping brothers, sisters helping sisters. No fear, only respect. The government is not listening to us. The powers powers to be are not listening to us. So, it makes me think. They're not Canada. We're Canada. You're Canada. I'm Canada. Our children are Canada. People here on Facebook are Canada. People going about their everyday lives are Canada. So I ask you, let's get together, Canada. No excuses. You're never too busy to run to the bank for a few minutes and make a donation, or if you want to make it another way, we can make arrangements to do that. I'm asking everybody on my friends list and everybody who knows me to pass it on to everybody they know. This will be a very great thing if we can accomplish it. And I want to help Jim accomplish his goal. And I want to help VETS Canada, ground support for veterans, accomplish their goal. If we do this, nobody can ever say to any one of us again that we did not try our best. $100,000 is the goal. If we go above that, that would be great. I'm asking all my friends, please, if you can see it in your hearts, when I put up the bank account number, When I put up the bank account number, I ask that you please show your support and help us get this thing going. We all know Nova Scotia gets nothing. By the time it gets to the causeway, there's nothing left for nobody, and the mainland of Halifax is not that much different. So let's get together, because if we can get this done, then maybe we can get more done. And it'll be pretty hard for the government to stand up and say that they're helping us when we're raising money to help our own. So, from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, I want to wish the best to you and yours on behalf of me and my little buddy Bright, and say please, when I post up the bank account numbers and ways to donate whatever you can. I don't care how small, I don't care how large. And I want to let you know too that Jim accepts Canadian Tire money, although that isn't going to buy our building. He uses the Canadian Tire for when he sets VETS up into apartments and their own places. He uses it to buy stuff for the utensils and stuff like that. So, just as a final note, we all served in the armed forces, and those that didn't, we were respected, proud people back then. Some of us have lost our ways due to medical, bad turns of luck, many different reasons. But it's not up to us to judge. If we say we support the troops in Canada, here's our chance to support the troops in Canada and walk the talk like Jim Lowther and his crew. Thank you everybody who takes the time to listen to this. I apologize for the poor light condition, but it's just too hot in the house for me today, so I'm sitting out on the patio in the shade trying to feel a little better. And as an end note, thank you everybody for sending me get well wishes and for being there through the tough times for me. No matter what comes in the future, because of guys like VETS Canada and Jim Lowther, I'm able to spend time with my son. I'm able to feed him when he comes to visit, and he's got his daddy back. And in the last few months, my friends, I didn't think that was possible. So I wish you all well. Give your big children a big hug for me, and if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, give them a big hug. And all you hard asses out there that don't like hugs, just for dirt, I'm saving the biggest one for you. Alright? Thank you very much. I'm just a soldier trying to help another soldier. And I hope you'll help me to help them. Good day, everyone.